This is Drop Tent Media Network.
Seriously, Dad?
Seriously, Dad? Two father comedians out of Philadelphia. Seriously, Dad?
Dad? Seriously?
Dad?
Seriously? Seriously?
Yo, welcome back. Season 2, Seriously Dead.
Hey, everybody. This is episode 341 of Deer Tag and the Do-Rag.
I knew it.
Give him a shot. We gave you a shot. That was it, man.
I did it. It's we're Seriously Dad. I'm here with the lovely comedian, Mr. Jay Yoder.
Jay Yoder.
I'm fucking it up.
Jay Yoder. Steve Bickel's in the house, everybody. Welcome, Steve Bickel to Seriously Dead.
You know why? Because I was going to call him Jason.
Okay.
His name
is Jason.
Yeah.
Jonathan.
Oh,
Jonathan. I didn't know it was Jason. Yeah, so
Jonathan Anthony Yoder, right?
That one, but yeah,
Alan.
Jesus
Jonathan
Christ.
Allen.
Just when you think you know somebody, you go over
like
2 on
serial-
names.
that's a serial killer.
Jonathan Allen?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying,
Oh,
you know?
yeah. Jonathan Allen Yoder.
So what are we on?
Well, you know what happened? So what happened the first time I ever did an open mic? It was where I teach. So I just put my first initial and my name, and then I just kept it after that.
Yeah, because
It's my initials.
Yeah.
I like it.
Jay would not be for Jonathan, correct? It would just be John.
Well, my initials are Jay.
So you're like,
Wow, he was so let down. Did you see? Oh, he was so.
he's like the Madonna of like friggin' Scranton teachers, whatever.
That's
the
right.
fuck is
Bickel was so. He goes, oh,
Yeah.
like he was let
He's
down.
disappointed.
Right, but if your name is
I-
Jonathan, they will call you John. They won't call you Jay, right? Did people call you Jay?
What's
Did
that?
people call you Jay, or they called you John when you were younger?
You've been calling me Jay for as long as I've known you.
Because you introduced yourself to me as Jay Yoder. I thought your name was Jay. You never.
I go by Jay now. Actually, I'm legitimately thinking about changing it.
Yeah, legally changing the name.
I don't.
That's
That
expensive.
guy's
isn't it?
gone.
That's expensive.
Yeah,
though,
Jonathan was a dick.
Jonathan, that guy's dead. He's gone.
Nobody liked Jonathan.
Oh,
yeah, here comes Jonathan.
Yeah, but
Fuck.
Yeah, exactly. That guy's gone.
best
Jonathan's
is-
here. Jonathan Yoder. Yeah, you ever hear of him? Yeah, real
what
funny.
episode is this? And you're just figuring out what his name is?
Well, it's Jay. It's fucking Jay.
Season 2.
It's Jay.
Season 2. Albert figures out what Jay's real name is. That's
Okay.
I mean, you are as deep as a fucking puddle. You go nowhere.
What's my middle
with
name?
people.
What's my middle name?
What?
What's my middle name?
Albert Reinhold.
Okay. Jay, what's my middle name? What's my middle name?
I should know this.
And Neil, feel free.
Albert
It's got to be something Jewish.
Leopold.
Leopold.
It's Leopold.
I can remember you fucking saying this, and I'm so mad at myself right now. Shit. Michael?
No, I don't have a fucking middle
Oh,
name.
that's right.
Oh,
You're one of those two
Yeah,
namers.
I'm an Albert Davis the Fourth. I have a Roman numeral.
Here's the thing.
I don't have a middle name. And I've known all you motherfuckers for a long time.
Here's the
I
thing.
know your dad has the same name as you.
Yeah, exactly.
If your name wasn't like Albert, but it was like Aloysius, but you went by like you know what I mean? Like people would know that. Like you're just figuring out what Jay's name is.
I knew it was
No,
John.
you-
I knew it was
you-
John.
No, you
I knew it
didn't.
was.
I knew it was John.
I said
Yeah.
Jason, and you said, yeah, his name is Jason.
That's because it's been a long week, man. Shit. Yeah, like you're in conversation, you just go, yeah, something like that. It's Jason, sure thing. That was one of
Yeah,
those.
we were
moves.
somewhere.
One of those moves.
So this
Yeah.
is Seriously Dad Podcast, and
Here we go.
And Bickel's back, right? So Bickel is one of our first guests.
I'm so glad Bickel's back for this episode.
Bickel's back.
you guys are definitely at the bottom of the fucking barrel if I'm back. That's all.
No, dude,
No, we've always been like, can we get Bickel?
I am like podcast kryptonite.
One of our top episodes viewed, actually.
It's the Bickel.
That was
episode.
just my mom figuring out YouTube.
Gotcha.
That's all it was.
She just kept on restarting it over and
She
over.
kept clicking, unclicking, clicking.
She did
Yeah,
200 views
There
worth
you
of
go.
it.
There you go.
Well, we appreciate
She
her.
kept
Hopefully she'll do it
forgetting the
again.
password.
Yep.
So she had to make a new
She
one.
got to make a new usernames and passwords. Okay.
Yeah. She watched a
248
lot of
times.
porn that day, my mom. It was
Well-
unnecessary. It was unnecessary.
Well, you know, that's how the game goes.
Yeah. So what's new, fellers?
Just dadding and shit.
Oh,
I'm a dog parent now. I hated when people used to say that, but like now I'm a dog
you
parent.
shouldn't say that.
I go to the dog park.
Stay away from those dog parks, man. Shit gets weird there, bro.
I will say there's some tactics for dog parents that you just can't do as regular parents. Like I was there, the one woman's like, yeah, my dog was eating his own shit, so now I have a shock collar. Like I can't be like, Jimmy was getting handsy on the monkey bar, so I got a shock collar.
The dog park is weird because everyone starts telling you shit about their dogs. Like you give a shit. You only care about one dog in that park. Yours.
Yeah.
And they start telling you shit like you give a fuck, like your dog was eating a shit. I don't care. They all eat their shit. Like who the fuck
The only
cares?
thing, as an outsider, not being a dog parent, I've noticed at the dog park there are like cliques going on, and if your dog is not part of that dog clique, the other dog parents are looking at you like you're a fucking asshole. Because I remember we had a dog park right near my old house, and there was like, it was the same assholes. They're the same person. They're the same person. They're drinking their microbrew, and they're fucking, and they're going to the dog park, and they're there, and somebody shows up with like this other dog, and the dog, I guess, acted like a dog and started chasing it, and they were just like, oh my god, like, oh my god,
yeah, like you're disrupting.
Like
the
your
flow of the
dog's
park.
being very hostile towards Toby, and you're like, oh, like these people suck. Well, you're a hard, every time I went over his house, I just was miserable, like with his dogs. Like he's like.
Nah, you used to say you liked him, but now I know that was a lie.
No,
the guy who doesn't know my middle
Here's
name.
the thing. Everybody who knows me knows I am indifferent towards dogs. I hate cats, indifferent towards dogs. I don't care one way. I don't get excited when they walk down the street. I hate when somebody's walking down the street and they slow up.
So
like, I don't want to pet your fucking dog. I've pet dogs before. I don't want to pet yours. I don't care. Like, and then there's all like the trends in dogs. Like I remember Rottweilers were big in the 90s. Then it was pit bulls. Now it's those fucking little smush face dogs. What are they? The English or the French bulldogs are big. Like what happened to all the Rottweilers? Where are all the Rottweilers?
All dog lives matter. What happened there?
I'm just saying.
There was a pet store by me growing up. There was a massive pet store, and they had a Rottweiler that just roamed the store. It was like it was a big dog. I always wanted a big dog, so we have a yellow lab, so just mid-size, like 60 pounds.
Okay,
she's 2 years old. So I was the same way you were, Bickel. I was never huge. My wife would tag me in all these Facebook posts, all these things about dogs for adoption. I'd said no, and then for some reason, a week and a half ago, I gave in and was like, yeah, let's do it.
Oh, so you're new to the dog.
He knew the dog.
Brand new.
Oof.
Like Labor Day.
I mean, it's going to, just be careful of those dog parks, man. If someone from the dog park wants to hang out with you outside of the dog park or wants to text you when you're taking your dog, stay away from that person. That's some creepy shit. Don't.
Everybody at mine's super. I've only gone 3 times. It's been different people each time I've gone. But super great. The first time I was so nervous, I had her on the leash because I didn't know what she could do. They're like, do you want to take her off the leash? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea what a dog is. And she was great. They just get along. So now I'm no problem taking her back. And I've gotten a lot of good tips there. Like there's a place you can go give her a bath so I don't have to do it in my tub for like $14. They have all the supplies and all the other stuff. You just pop them in. I'm like, it's a whole new world. I'm like being open.
What are you thinking about? Like I look at you. What the fuck?
The guy with a hose behind a Walmart.
So, I was thinking if I could wash my kids in one of those tubs.
Exactly.
Like, because I know what I was thinking about. I was thinking, and I'm going to break this to all the dog owners on the internet. Your houses stink like dogs. I don't care what you think. Your house smells like a fucking dog, especially if you have like a boxer or something like that. Or like, I never got the whole dog thing. It's like, the dog chewed up this, and it's like you go in, half the couch is chewed up, and I don't know. Yeah. I just would have to kill that thing. That's just my.
Dude, I agree. We don't have anything. We've decluttered. It's helped our whole house now for where the dog's allowed to roam. The whole main part, super decluttered. We only have like one rug. We have cleaners that come in every week and do the floors. We put covers on the couches and lazy boys. Yeah, so it's still going to smell, but like I can
smell your house through the through the internet,
through the green screen.
My car. I noticed my car because I've been taking her to the dog park and she's sitting in the back of the hatchback. I noticed that.
It smells like a dog's asshole because they rubbed their asshole right on your car. Like,
seriously,
you wouldn't let me in your car to rub my asshole on your back seat. Why would you let the animal? Like, I don't.
We like the animals, Steve.
I've watched my dog.
Steve, you're 50-50 in every personal relationship you have. You're 50-50.
Yes, this
Like,
is
you're
true.
halfway in, halfway out.
Yeah,
But the dog, we like the dog. The dog's cool.
yeah. I don't know.
Would you kiss a dog on the lips?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I don't care. Yeah, sure. Why
Yeah, I
not?
kiss the dog on
Would
the
I
lips.
kid like? So I'm putting my lips onto the dogs. They don't even have lips.
They
So
have
whatever
they
like
don't
the
have-
that
jowls.
thin
Let the
thin
dog.
gum. They have like
that floppy
they have like
gum.
European lips, like that real thin. Like it's not really a lip; it's just your gum.
It's actually more like
Would I put my
labia-ish.
lips onto a dog's mouth and like physically kiss it, or are you saying would I let a
would you
dog
let
lick
him
my
lick
face?
your face?
I mean, I if it happened, I wouldn't be like appalled by it, but I mean, I wouldn't go for it. Like I wouldn't be. That's not like
you
what I would do.
you wouldn't
on
buy it a drink. And
like
take it
on a
date,
Friday.
right?
I'm not going to go up and get that dog to lick my face. No.
Yeah, well, I watch my dog eat its own shit, so I'm not going to let it anywhere near
Exactly.
licking my
they
face.
eat shit.
They're
They
fine.
eat dogs. Eat
Like I
anything.
was like full on ate it, like ate the whole thing.
Oh
My dog
God.
used to-
I've never seen that. I've seen like a lick in the shit. I've never seen like a full
No, they
meal.
went like it was second dinner.
My dog growing up used to eat its own vomit.
Yeah.
It would like immediately, and it would go like, whoop, whoop, whoop.
Yeah,
And then it sounded like
it's like
its
you're
stomach
starting a
opened up,
lawnmower.
and then it would immediately start lapping up its own vomit. And I would be like, and then I think that's the point in my life where I went, yeah, they're not for me.
Yeah, probably.
They're not for me.
Well, so then here, as real parents, would you kiss your kids on the lips?
No, not often.
I do. I
You don't. Bickle,
I,
you
do not,
kiss your
I don't
kids.
kiss my kids on the lips. No, I don't.
I've
Yeah.
seen them eat. Have you seen my kids eat? Oof.
Yeah, I've never. I don't kiss my kids on the lips. I kiss them, obviously. Not
Well,
on
we
the
were
lips.
just talking about that. I do kiss my kids on the lips all the time.
Okay.
You were talking about dad kissing on the lips.
Yeah.
And I-
Yeah, see, but they weren't privy to that, and I was segueing beautifully into it.
Yeah, and then you just spill the beans. Like
Oh, I'm
way
sorry.
to yell out the punchline.
sorry.
fucking asshole.
I broke the podcasting rules. Neil, bring the Bible out. I broke the podcast. All 235 people that are going to watch me. I broke. Cut that, Neil. We didn't talk about that before. Well, shut up.
However many views this gets, you're gonna get that many.
Anyway, I used to make out with my father on a regular. No, but I did. I kiss my dad on the lips all the time. I kissed him on the lips all the time.
Well,
Yeah.
see, Albert sent me a thing before we had started about I think it was a TikTok or something where the guy was reacting to a video on the internet of some guy with his daughter. Like it was at a kitchen table. The daughter was kind of like sitting on him and he was being affectionate. And, people love that kind of nonsense, like that stuff. I mean, if my daughter comes up to me, I kiss her on the lips, but it's a peck. It's like, it's not like the this. It's the
like a Tetris piece is like
this.
locking.
It's the this.
But we didn't.
not
That guy didn't.
this.
That guy didn't kiss it. Did we see on that video? Do you see the guy? Is he kissing his daughter on the lips?
It's hard to tell because her face is like blocking the
Okay.
camera.
I'm going to give him the
so you-
benefit of the doubt and say they're not locking lips.
I mean, it's whatever your family norms are, but like obviously, if it's like it's not like I don't think it's like being sexualized, but it's hard because like as a dad, you are like their first man, like you're
Yeah,
the one that's
first man
sort
they
of
love,
My first question
you know.
is how good did she look?
Jesus. You can't see her face. You can't see her face.
Because I mean, you're not going to kiss an ugly kid long and hard. But no, my oldest daughter, she had this thing. It's funny. I just thought of it when you guys were talking. So she used to try and like borderline make out with me because of what she saw on TV.
on television.
So she would do like a really long kiss to where you had to like push her away and be like, we don't kiss like that.
yeah.
Like,
Ooh.
yeah, it's a combination of things, but yeah, she would do that because what she watches on TV, like even like Disney shows and all that stuff, like they're like kissing and they
Yeah,
think
like hold it.
you're
for a long
supposed to
time.
like hold
Yeah.
in, and it's like it got real
Really weird.
uncomfortable.
I'm sure it's weird as fuck.
And it's like I told
Well-
my wife about it, and just
She-
more for like a protection type of thing.
She got
like,
she got angry at your daughter.
I-
It was like, that's my man. Like, what are
Yeah.
you doing? That's my
yeah,
man.
she's like, we don't make out with dad, but
She's like, I don't make out with that.
yeah.
You don't make out with that.
Well, if you notice, I said she saw it on TV.
Yeah, she
but
didn't see the
never
parents
saw
kiss it,
that
yeah.
in our house. My
But,
wife.
I remember being a kid seeing like my family watch soap operas. And you see them do those scenes. I remember like trying to reenact it like with my mom as like a little kid, like and then being like, well, like and then having a moment where they were like, oh no, we don't like we laughed it off, but they were like, no, that's between adults, or like I guess that's when it becomes a teachable moment if they're trying to read.
I had a moment with my mom,
a scene that they've seen,
but it was on the cheek. It was on the cheek, but I would have kissed her like I saw.
Kissed her too long.
Yeah, held
that's
it.
What, yeah, that's what my oldest daughter Mia did. Like she just went in and she just held it there for like a split second too long. But yeah, it does get uncomfortable. But Jay didn't mention that he was 21 years old when he explained.
I was 22 actually. But
do your kids see you? Do your kids see you guys kiss?
Me,
I was
Jay?
just thinking about have your kids. No, your parents, like their parents. Because my girls don't see.
No, answer the question.
No, I will.
My girls don't see us, me and Sammy.
No,
kiss.
I will
see their mom
purposefully be affectionate
in front of
her, in front of them. Yeah, of course, that's a healthy relationship.
They see like a healthy relationship,
and I just suck it up because I don't want to do it.
Yeah, I feel you.
You know, I'm like, oh God, this again.
Jesus Christ,
I'm like this again. It's like kissing a fucking rag.
I think that's. I think they got to see that stuff. I think that's important for them to see. Like, I mean, when it's sexy time, we just keep the door open. We're like,
you saying sexy time just made me shiver. Hey guys, I have an idea. What if we all kissed each other's wives in front of our kids? Like, here's the thing. No, hear me out. Like, what if, like, I'm not proposing swinging right now, but like, I don't know where the podcast is supposed to go at this point.
I mean, I haven't said no yet, so you still got room to talk.
Yeah. Like, so we all get together, we have a good time. I got the pool, and we just, we kiss each other's wives in front of the kids, and
then we just make it weird. That's a long conversation. That's
Neil,
ride
you
home,
want in?
It'll be like that. It'll be like the SNL skit. What was that? Schmidt's Gay with like Adam Sandler.
Yeah, but I don't know. I was affectionate. I don't know. That's just what we did. I always gave.
You grew up in a very loving household. A lot of like a lot of hugs. Mine wasn't like that, man. It wasn't a lot of hugs going on. It wasn't really like that.
Yeah, and you're a weird guy.
I'm a weird guy, and now I feel bad because I'm realizing that my girls are not watching me and Sammy like hug.
Well, you should try and make an effort to do that.
I see. I feel like I'm over affectionate because I don't think wasn't that my family wasn't affectionate, but like I don't know, like I'm like overly affectionate with them. So I need a hug every morning. I need like some kind of a physical touch or something to like. I think that's important. There's a lot of studies that say that those kind of things, give them confidence. It stirs up like just a familial connection. I think that's all part of, I think it's super important to be affectionate with your kid. And as long as you're not sexualizing it, as long as it's not becoming something weird, but I don't think there's anything wrong with kissing your kid.
No, it's called emotional
into
dependence.
Adulthood.
But
like you said, you kissed your dad, right? You kissed your dad
all
up,
the time. Yeah, all the time. I always gave my dad a kiss. And
then I hug a lot. I don't kiss. Don't kiss. Hug a lot. Hug my old man all the time.
But it's what you're comfortable with.
That's
it's like
that's what I'm comfortable with. Yes.
It's not. Masculinity.
Like my life.
Is it a masculinity thing?
No. I'm either kissing or like screwing. Like that's where I am. So you're either getting a hug and kiss or having sex.
There's something wrong with that.
He's like, it's first gear, there's fifth gear.
Exactly. It's first base or it's the grand slam. That's what's going on in my world.
There's many layers to you and what's wrong with you.
But that's why my girls. Yeah. That's why my girls don't see me and saying me like hugging and all that stuff. Because after a little bit of that, I'm gonna be like, hey, you guys just play with your iPads. Go upstairs. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like that's gonna be what it is.
Yeah.
He's like, well, I will say, with the whole kissing thing, something that was new to me, like when I went in my junior year in high school, I got a chance to go live in Argentina for a summer for like 8 weeks.
Brag.
And there's flex. But what was weird about it is whenever I was introduced to anybody in the family, at school, it was very common to do 2 kisses on the cheek.
Boom, boom,
so I'm like a 16-year-old kid, and now these hot Argentine girls are being introduced to me at school by my host brother, and they're coming up to like kiss me, and it wasn't just one cheek, it's both cheeks. Then the school I went to was a bunch of rich kids, so all their dads were club owners. So then we would go at night to the clubs, and then you'd have these big bouncers who would let us in. And what do you do to the big bouncers? 2 fucking kisses on the cheek to the bouncer. It was like mind blowing to me, and for them it was like handshake.
No, okay.
It was just it was just part of their culture. But to me, it was so hard because like I would get like, I'd be afraid I was going to do like Bickel's dad, where I was going to move with my tongue and like catch one of them.
I like how you said Argentine. You didn't say Argentinian. You said Argentine.
Argentine, yeah, that's
I'm
real.
still kind of hung
Argentine.
Argentine. Excuse me. Like
That's a fruit. That's not what
I'm still caught up on that. It's Argentine.
Argentines are those little oranges.
That's a clementine.
Oh,
wait. So it's not Argentinian. It's Argentine.
I mean, I think you probably could use both. I don't know. Well, we can look up.
I always heard
but I've always said
Argentinian.
Yeah,
I
but
never
that's
heard
like French shit, right? The French people do that mwah mwah on both sides.
Well, if you remember, if you go back, because we're all roughly about the same age, if you go back, guys didn't hug. That wasn't like a thing. That's like relatively new. I thought I inadvertently started the bro hug when I fell into somebody one time shaking their hand. I really did.
Oh,
I swear to God, I fell and I accidentally, so it just turned into a, but like nobody did that. That wasn't like a thing when
that's a really good. Well, I don't know. I think the brothers were dapping up. I think that was.
I have an update. It's Argentine if it's describing things from Argentina. It's Argentinian if it's referring to people of Argentina.
Like,
so I was
like an
Oriental
Argentinian. It was an Argentine cultural
rug
to kiss Argentinian young women.
Yes. So Argentinian, yeah, we thought so. Well, now that we cleared that up, because that was going to really.
Glad we circled back.
Okay.
No way I'm editing that.
You know
out.
what, guys? We can just wrap this up right now because we got the whole Argentinian thing.
My job was on the line.
Well, he's got to know that. Yeah, he's got to know that.
Serious geography.
He's a white guy who speaks Spanish, so you just thought he knew.
Yeah,
like we were all like, yeah, fucking Argentine.
I was like, wow, I'm an asshole. Yeah, that's I thought I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, so back to the kissing thing. So the cheek to cheek thing, and the bro hug. I think that the bro hug's been going on for a long time, but you say that. When do you think? When do you think you noticed dudes hugging?
Early 2000s. Early 2000s,
yeah.
I think the bro hug became like a thing. Guys like when I was a teenager and all, you never walked up, shook someone's hand and brought them in for like the hug thing. I don't feel like that became an actual thing until I'd say like 2003, something like that. Nobody ever did that before.
I think that makes sense. Yesterday I ran into a bunch of comics at this thing, and I noticed like I'll do like the handshake, but then I go full hug. I don't even just bring them in for the like half hug.
Mm-hmm.
I go full hug.
Oh, I'm a hugger too.
I do a hug too, but
if I really like you, I don't even do the hand. I go right for the hug.
Yeah.
When you walked in here, I gave you a hug.
Yeah, but well, that's the thing, guy. If you go back into the 90s, guys didn't walk in and hug.
Are you?
Yeah.
No, nobody ever did that. Nobody ever walked in. I hug everybody now. I love the hug. I go for the hug. I'm a hugger. I'm a hugger.
Bickel likes it.
I like a good hug.
Yeah, he's
but
into it.
Nobody did that you didn't. Even the bro hug, even the handshake into the hug was not a thing until like 2003, because there was an awkward phase too between 2003 and 2009 where you didn't know if someone was doing that. Is this a guy who does that? Now it's just flat. I do it to people I don't know.
Really? See,
yeah,
I don't hug
this is my buddy Jim. I'll bring Jim in for a little bro hug.
Well, if I'm drinking and it's like I'm more drunk, like I bring it in, Jim. You're the fucking man. If you're
Bickel, what have you run into people that don't want it?
Oh, they're
you're already in it.
They're getting it. They're getting it.
I will say I was on this leg of the tour I was just on. I had this girl who was another comic that I didn't realize, but I didn't know what to do, and I hadn't seen her in a while. So I'm a hugger, but I kind of felt an energy that was like, I'm not a hugger. So I didn't. But then I saw that comic run into another person randomly, and that person said, "Oh, hi. Oh, I know you don't like hugs." And I was like, oh,
so you lucked out.
Like now it made sense to me. And I was like, oh, okay. I'm glad I read that social cue correctly.
You should have to wear a fucking badge or a shirt if you don't like hugs. Don't bring that shit, because if you hugged her and then the next thing, like you were like on something where you're fucking canceled because you hug people too much. Like, no, bullshit. If you are against hugs, you should have to wear a shirt at all times that says like, don't hug me. Like, or like a patch, like something gold, something,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I feel weird.
On the arm.
Like Jesus, something that says, like, oh shit, that's one of those
non-huggers, weirdos,
non-huggers. And then what I think should happen is we should form colonies, like different places for people who
Not
don't
huggers.
like hugs, that they wear that patch on their arm or maybe like a tattoo, and we put them in certain sections where they have to be. That's all I'm saying, because if you don't like hugs, fuck you.
It's a tough place to
Like,
live.
you should be segregated, like sort of like a camp, like a camp that we could put them in. That they.
I remember there was a time when
First they came for the people that dapped them up, and I said nothing.
but there was a time when I was dapping people. It was usually a cross cultural thing, right? So I go for the dap. It's usually a white dude, doesn't really know what's going on. So they're like, "Hey," and you're like, "Yo, what's up, bro?" And you bring them in.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that was happening a lot in that little window, that 90s.
Yeah.
That was happening a lot where people were like, "Oh, I didn't know we were doing that."
Mm-hmm.
And then those guys just kind of gave in.
But then there's also, to jump off that, there's the overly aggressive bro hug that,
usually now that's usually performed by a taller African American gentleman.
it's usually brought in like
Yes,
almost
yep.
across the chest, and you're squeezed into it.
And the fist is kind of hurting your chest, a little compression there.
That's too much of a bro hug for me. like when I can feel come in because they grab and they hook up. They hook.
The strong arm is shit.
Yeah, they hook it.
Yeah, they're flexing.
And they bring you in and they crush your chest against their manly forearm.
Right, because you're
into
because that establishes you as the beta.
Yeah.
Now, who's the last guy to hit you with one of those?
A guy named Zeus. No bullshit. It was a fireman named Zeus, and he shook my hand and bro hugged so hard that I literally, because you know how I am, I'm punchy. I was sort of pissed after this because he squeezed the shit out of my hand. Like there's no reason for that. He brought it in, and he's a big son of a bitch, and he fucking boom. He like hit it, boom. And I was like, you motherfucker. Like I felt like something happened to me.
Well, if you were in prison, you would have been Zeus's
There's
bitch.
something, 100%.
Zeus owns you now.
That was his name. Hey, Zeus.
Now,
I hated when people would smack me on the back.
I don't like that
I
either.
hated it. There was something that happened, like the nerve endings on my back.
You have a sensitive back?
I felt like I was getting shocked.
Do you have a sensitive? I have a sensitive back too. You can't slide.
Like it felt like somebody was tasing me every time.
You know what?
They gave me.
You know what? Let's drop everything we're talking about and let's bring to the attention to the world sensitive backs.
Is this like
I'm so glad. I'm so nervous because I
is this like an arms of the angel type of moment?
My little daughters will smack my back, and I like go away, and I said, I told you never to smack my back.
For 17 cents a day, you can support a grown-ass man with a sensitive
Yeah, you want to
back.
see me switch? My personality switches if somebody smacks me on the back.
I don't. You know what?
Does it feel like you got hit in the balls?
I turn into Steve Bickel. That's what happens.
You know what it is? It's like super sensitive. It feels like it feels like somebody cracks the shit, and I'm like, don't smack my back.
Really?
Like, I don't like that.
I'm the same. I have the same exact feeling. I hate it.
You know what? This is a thing.
I mean, I guess it is.
We should have a union.
You should have a commercial. You should like an Arms of the Angel, Save the Elephants commercial. Like you guys should have
can't touch this.
But where does the bro hug end? Where does that evolve to?
Like what's next?
Will we be kissing next?
I won't. I could see you though. You will be.
I will kiss.
I won't kiss.
And I'm not even joking. I could give a kiss. I like to kiss people. I'm affectionate. I'm an affectionate
You're an
guy.
affectionate dude. Yeah. No,
That's why I'm so adamant about starting this community of people that don't like affection and separating them from us.
Keep it real. You haven't seen him in a while. You roll into the club. You see Jay Yoder.
I give him big
no
hug.
No alcohol involved.
You
give him a hug. And you're gonna kiss him on the cheek.
You would think we're ready to fuck.
Okay, Jay. You
seriously, that happened. I came specifically to see him on a Thursday night in Phoenix.
That's debatable, but go on. I mean,
I was very excited to see him.
Big old hug.
Yeah, we had grace.
Big old hug.
Yeah, but you didn't kiss.
No, but
you're saying you would.
But if I've kissed, I used to, as a joke, kiss a lot of people goodbye. Like, and then it turned into it wasn't.
I wouldn't be upset.
It turned into not a joke, and it's just
So you have a there's a group of people in your life that
I will kiss all the time when I say bye.
Now I'm trying to think if you kissed me last time.
I definitely kissed you at your wedding.
You definitely kissed me on my wedding.
Mm-hmm.
Producer and friend Neil Wood here. Brief commercial break.
I'm Alejandro Morales.
And I'm Rachel Peters.
And we're the hosts of
We're Dating,
a show about love.
Like we are crazies match, but they're opposite.
and like relationships.
Dating.
Very weird and fueled by a lot of tequila.
I don't think so, because I was at a point in my life where I was like in my early 20s and I was so lost. Maybe this is good, maybe this is bad. He was also maybe like trying to find himself as well.
Sex. Lots of sex.
I'm a side. That's when you don't really like mouth and hand stuff.
Subscribe now on YouTube or listen on Spotify, Stitcher, Amazon Music, and more.
Seriously, Dad. Seriously. Seriously.
I think there may be a picture.
There
of
might
Kissy.
be.
Yeah.
I'm not ashamed of this. I don't need to be ashamed of this.
I don't think it's a horrible thing. I'm not hurt by it. I don't really like.
I mean, from the
Touches
guy
people.
whose daughters have never seen him embrace another human being, but
I know I'm like getting really worked up about that. Like that's
You
probably
should.
not good.
just like if they watched you beat their mother, which you don't do. I mean, I hope you don't.
I don't dabble in that either.
Then you know that begets that.
Yeah.
You know, this
Okay,
ends
they've
with
never
us.
seen that.
Is what I'm saying. Is this
Yeah.
ends with us? And
oh my god, I'm like really worked up now.
Blake Lively, but
Now I got to make up for it. Is that what I
you
got
got
to
to
do?
overdo
I
it.
got to overdo
You
it.
got to
now.
overdo it, like
leg
heavy
up,
rub, heavy rubbing.
Yeah.
You got a heavy rub. Your wife
would you go so? Would you guys be willing? Would you go so far as
to
to
hook up with your
drink
wife? Yes.
drink beer out of an amputated guy's leg?
For affection?
Just as like somebody's passing it around like a chalice.
Well, what did,
Would you go at it?
First off, what did you hear? And,
This happened at my wedding. That's why I'm asking.
yes, I would. I don't know. Stumps are
And
smelly.
there are pictures of
Stumps
people I would
have
never have
musty.
expected doing it.
Did you ever smell a stump? Like a fresh stump?
Yeah, but this is plastic on plastic.
No, but his stump was in there.
Yeah, but they usually wrap the
No,
stump.
but no, never because he has
You know
over the
why?
stump is
I don't want to.
Decent.
I don't want to bring this up, but I'm creeped out by stumps.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm
Wow,
anti-stump.
I'm not.
I'm
I would not
anti-stump.
picture you.
Yeah,
I
I because I smell the
but he was a
stump.
war vet. He was a war vet, so he,
Oh.
he
Thank
did
you
that
for your
fighting.
service, but get your stump out of here. You know,
get the stump out of here. That's.
I'll tell you what.
Okay.
I drank out of it 2 separate occasions, and
of course you did.
Are you related to the guy?
no, just a good friend.
Good friend.
No,
The bro,
I've
in Northeast PA, that's what we do after the bro hug. We remove our legs.
I've seen some stumps healing, and I don't like that Frankenstein stitch they do around the front of it. And then I always think of the bone right on top of that meaty fucking stump, like pushing through the stump.
I always feel like that probably
like if
hurts,
they walk
right?
too much, that bone's gonna come through their smelly stump.
Oh God.
Oh,
All right.
Jesus.
How does your wife show you guys affection? So, like for example, my wife likes to mess with me by giving me a cheese curl. Do you know what a cheese curl is?
Like a Dirty Sanchez type of thing, like a
No. She tries to like get it in the butt while I'm just like doing
goose.
like
They call it
washing-
goose.
no, we call
like,
it "How's your sister?" That's what me and my wife call it. Hey, how's your sister? Yeah.
we call it a cheese curl.
That's
Okay.
a cheese curl. So she says to stick your thumb up your ass.
Like she's like her finger
Oh,
bones
she does
trying
that.
to,
She puts a go curl on
she's
it.
trying to catch me. No, it's over whatever I'm wearing, but
I want to say
it's intrusive and I don't like it.
for historical fact, all of us know that is a different thing. I'm not kidding. Each
Yeah.
one of us have a
Very
different
good
name
point.
for it.
Because you have to adapt to it.
Yeah. Mine's checking the oil.
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go.
Okay. I'm familiar with the oil.
I don't
check.
know why the joke always has been like my wife I'd be walking up the steps and she would do your cheese curl, but then I would go, "Whoo, hey, how's your sister?" You know, don't know why it came out. Don't know why it came out, but it always is referred to
Yo,
as "Hey, how's your sister?"
you know what's weird? The Bickles you guys are like great, but you're like a little fucked up because you guys are probably arguing 5 minutes before that. But like they yell and they curse at each other, like, and then she's like, "How's your sister?" on the way up the steps, like, oh, like that's
'Cause
wow.
life is
I
short,
wonder what
Albert.
the Argentinians do.
What's that?
Argentines? It's
The
called the
Argentine.
It's called the Argentine
amputee.
lube change.
I
Because
don't
it's
even
not
know if we have-
Argentinian because it's
They call it an Olay.
yeah.
I don't even know what do we just go. You know what I mean? Like we don't do a lot of fucking checking oils and how's your sister.
Yeah.
We just go.
Well, you're good looking people. We're
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, I mean,
That's bad.
I imagine very attractive people just have amazing sex. We have to find joy in our own horrible bodies as what we call normies. See, and that's the thing. You float on your cloud over there. And you judge us because you're like, oh, if she kissed me, then we're fucking. That's ridiculous. You're a psychopath. And because nothing but affection to tie into with sex, but us normal people that aren't as beautiful. Hey, listen, I would fuck you all the time. I would if you allowed me.
I know you would.
If you kissed me passionately on the mouth right now, not being a gay man, I would have sex with you.
I think you would.
And I would let Jay watch.
Those would be the OnlyFans portion of the show. This is when we really start making money.
Quick idea, because you said that.
Okay.
What if during this, because we're filming it, our feet just were out?
Mine aren't. Mine are covered with a sock.
But what if we just took, what if we had a foot cam? Yeah, just every guy. That's fine. I get my toes done all the time. My piggies are sweet. But what I'm saying is, if we just had a camera at our feet right now, we could take that 500 views and we pump that bad boy up.
I mean, it's fucked up, but you're probably right.
No, 100%. God bless. God bless. God bless. God bless. See, I love doing that. Secret power.
You ruined it for me. I like to sneeze, so I think it's kind of a dick move.
Doing that.
Do you ever sneeze and then turn your back or really
hurt yourself?
Something?
Yeah, I'm dealing with the little something right now.
Yeah, it's called being out of shape and old.
Yeah.
But
okay, so now we're going for sneeze and feet. What? This is the ADHD section of the podcast.
Well, what the hell?
Well, I mean, we're all talking about touches. It's all started with touches.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. So yeah, maybe that's my problem. I just get down and dirty too aggressively, too quickly.
Well, you're also a newlywed.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not 20 years in.
No.
Jay, how long are you in?
Oh, altogether, 2008. Carry the one.
16.
What's that? 14, 17 years?
8, 16, 24.
Oh, Christ.
I think it's
seriously, cut this part out. Cut out where we tried to figure out
2008 plus 8 is 16 plus 8 is 24. 8, 16, 24.
16 years. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So you're 16 years in. I'm 21 years in.
Jesus.
Why'd you say Jesus?
I mean, it's just a long time. It's just a long time.
I mean, you're not gonna look like this when you're my age, but
we are. Who knows if we're gonna last 21 years?
Not you. No, I mean, genetically, he looks horrible, but I mean, physically beautiful.
You know what? This is the start of the swinger conversation. This is where he's going with this. He's
I'm just saying.
I'm 21. He switched his hips. I don't know if you can see that with the foot cam.
He
turned his hips the other way, crossed his legs. Now it's going to be hey, we could all kiss each other's wives in front of the kids. This is why you're here. Is this
anyway? You've been with the wife for what, 4 years maybe altogether?
No, 6, 7. Yes, yeah, dude.
6 maybe. I'll give you 6.
She met Lainey when Lainey was 3.
I'll give you 6. 10. You don't know, man. So yeah, I guess you should be screwing jackrabbits.
Yeah, so that's what we do.
You get to a point. Taking my shoes.
Are you guys gonna have kids?
Who's that? Me?
No, kid cam. Kids are done with the kids.
No,
I'm done.
No.
Done. We got.
Bickel better be done.
No,
Bickel fuck around and have another one.
He's got so much Botox in him right now. He could not possibly have a kid that doesn't come out with some sort of weird abnormality.
Yeah, I'm not having any more kids, so it doesn't worry. No. And I don't get Botox, guys. This is that fucking dick. All
right. He's got what the doctors call Wegovy dick. And
what's Wegovy?
Wegovy dick is when it's plump, but it never quite gets hard.
Oh no, I don't have that problem.
They used to call it a stinger when I was.
I love that Albert answered that honestly. You asked her, you were like, "That's what it is," and he was like, "I don't have that."
It's wait, most of our conversations is me making things up completely, and then going, "Is that real?"
Yeah. Oh, that's totally a conversation. Because I'm the type of dude. If you say something with a serious face, I'm like, "Is that right?" Is that really?
So Albert's got Wegovy dick, and
well, but it's never full.
It's plump,
but Wegovy's a drug, so I don't fucking know. Isn't Wegovy a drug?
Yeah.
No, it's actually an Argentine pharmaceutical company
for the plumpless dick.
Oh yeah. So that
was the Wegovy.
He's got what's known as a fat soft cock, and
I don't even know if I'm upset with having a fat
soft cock. It, very photographable, but does not work in the functions of a penis.
FSC. Isn't that FS1? FSC.
I don't know what you're talking about, but What were we talking about? So Albert's not having kids.
I can use about 10 minutes of this for the episode. I'm just letting you guys know.
Fat plump cock.
Jay
do a lot of foreplay.
Jay is done. Jay is done. Jay is completely gone.
He's got his head covered.
So wait, what did we touch on? We're starting a concentration camp
for
people that don't like hugs.
Yeah, this is all you, by the way. Like me and Jay are pretty like normal, and you're like, we're gonna lock him
Albert's
off.
basically filled with pharmaceuticals, so he can't have children.
And dude's named Zeus can hug, hook up.
Hug hard.
Yeah, was Zeus's real name? Was he?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, his name was Zeus.
Wow. To
No
name your
bullshit.
kid Zeus, you gotta have his.
Because you don't forget that. Like when you said what was his name, did I not say Zeus immediately? Because I remember that motherfucker.
Dad, see, that means that dad's got a big plump cock. If he named his kid Zeus.
You know what I think of? Like a Roma tomato. You know what a Roma tomato? Like,
all the weights
not a beefsteak, a Roma.
Right, all the weights at one.
It looks like a big cherry tomato. That. So, are you having kids?
No, I have kids. I'm
yeah,
good.
you do have kids.
I'm good. I don't want any more.
Yeah,
don't want any more.
Yeah.
I'm very. Our lives are very plentiful and fulfilled.
Well, you're
with the
selfish,
little
but
ones.
I mean,
no.
A little bit. Not as selfish as Neil, but you're selfish.
No,
enough.
I got 2 kids. They're good, man. We went fishing yesterday.
Yeah.
You see shit like that. You know, there's a wildlife. Did you know there's a wildlife refuge in Philadelphia? Probably.
In Southwest Philly.
Yeah.
Where I'm from.
Yeah,
I did know that.
No fucking idea. Did
Tinicum,
you know, Neil?
down at Tinicum, the Heinz.
Tinicum, right? Yeah, I've heard of Tinicum.
Yeah,
Jay,
but
did
it's
you know
also
that?
the ketchup people.
Did you know that? I had no idea. Next thing you know, we go down there. I was very fucking impressed.
Do you know the odds of your children seeing a dead body there are very, very high?
Yeah.
That's where South Philly Mob used to get rid of a ton of bodies.
Yeah, I could
John
definitely see
Bartram Nature Reserve at Tinicum.
That's it.
Yeah.
I could
John
definitely see
Bartram
that.
was a botanist.
Okay.
And there's a Bartram High School in Southwest Philadelphia.
Okay.
And then there's the Bartram Gardens. You've heard of that?
No, I don't know any of this.
Okay. So yeah.
You should be a tour guide.
Well, I mean, he said, did you know about this place that's in the neighborhood you grew up in? It's like, yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah, I never knew about it. I was very impressed.
It's nice.
Fishing there. It was pretty.
And if you ever murder like a fucking dirty snitch,
that's the spot to do it.
That's the spot to drop them.
No,
you don't want to murder them there. I can give you spots to murder somebody.
You drop them off.
You drop them in Tinicum.
Okay.
And then you and your kids are fishing and you pull up like a fucking dirty rat, just a snitch.
Yeah, and like, oh, how'd that motherfucker get there?
And,
like,
then you and your kids can cut the body up, do whatever you want.
Kiss it.
Because most of the blood's out at that point.
Can you kiss the body? Now, would you kiss that body, Steve?
How much we talking? I kiss a dead body. I've kissed many dead bodies. If you really think about it.
At
Yeah,
the
I'm a
funerals?
big funeral kisser. What about you, Jay? You a funeral kisser?
No,
I get
bro.
right in on that corpse.
No, man.
Oh, I will kiss a dead body.
Really?
Oh, it's
I don't
horrible.
even touch it.
It's horrible. It's like
I'll do like a hand transfer.
no. I get in. It's like kissing a Yankee candle. It's horrible. It's all waxy and like
smells.
like doesn't smell like a stone.
I'm a God bless.
It's formaldehyde bliss. That's like the Yankee candle.
So when I first started dating my wife, her grandmother had just passed away. Now we're dating like 2 weeks or something like that. And our grandmother passes away. So I do the good thing. I show up about 45 minutes early because I showed up early. So I'm there in the back of the church they wheel the body in. It's in the casket and everything. I'm sitting there and they open up the casket and the guy literally shoulders, Nona. He puts her on the shoulder, fluffs up the pillows and everything. Now she's bouncing around on his shoulder and he's fluffing the pillows, slams her back down, boom, hits. And I'm like, holy shit. Like, what if I was like a grandkid or something like that? I didn't know if he knew I was there or not. I don't know, but he slams his body down. And then it's like my wife shows up and I don't have the heart to tell her that somebody just beat the shit out of her dead grandmother. But it was a horrible thing. And I didn't know the woman, kissed her right on the lips. Kissed her right on the lips.
That's probably why your wife stuck with you.
Why? Because I kissed her grandmother on the lips? Maybe.
Yeah. After 2 weeks of dating someone, that's a bold ass move, bro.
That's a ballsy
45
move.
minutes. First of all, going to the funeral at all, I think is
yeah, you gotta go.
45 minutes early. Kiss on the lips.
Suit. Watched her grandmother be manhandled
by some dude. Didn't even.
I mean,
by a guy named Zeus.
I don't know if they do that to everybody. Like when they bring you in, if you show up early, like all I got to say is don't show up early to a funeral. You're not going to like what you say.
Maybe he thought you were like an intern. And he's like, "Got to learn somehow." Like,
well, I mean,
you do look like a funeral director.
Somebody said I look like a daywalker, and I was like, "What the fuck does that mean?"
It's like the new
call me a
reptilian people, alien.
Reptilian. No. Yeah. Well, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Is that reptilian or reptilian?
You do have daywalker energy.
It's when my glasses start tinting on their own.
You have transitions.
Yeah, I have transitions.
Oh, you have transitions.
Why does everybody laugh at that?
Nah, that's wonderful for you. I love that.
Gabby Loveland once said, she's like, I always know what time of day it is by the transition in your glasses.
Yeah.
Thought it was one of the funniest things somebody ever said.
I had a math teacher. He used to rock transitions.
Are they
creepy? Yes.
Are they creepy?
Yeah,
are they
creepy.
bad?
I guess they serve a purpose for someone out there.
No, I mean, it's one of those things I always say to people, like, tell me if I'm doing something that's creeping you out, because
he'd be standing there like looking at you, but do your homework. You'd look up at him, he'd look one way. Then you look up at him again, and he looks like the fucking Unabomber with the aviators on. And his name was John Gross, Mr. Gross, and he would be sitting there, and now he looks like a state trooper with the glasses on watching you. It's like, what the fuck is going on in here? And then his were based on like where the sun was. So when I don't know how they work.
You know when you do something that's not cool, but you know it's not cool, but you do it anyway because you're cool.
Yeah, that's like
I'm
parenting.
always amazed at how uncool these are perceived. And I'm not doing it to make a fucking statement. I'm always like, should I stop getting them? But the sun hurts my eyes.
You like them. You like it. It's weird. I'm just going to be honest with you.
But here's the best thing.
It's because you're a daywalker.
They don't work in the car, though, because the car's got UV protection on the windshield.
Oh, wow.
So you still got to change off the sun. Are they creepy?
Yeah, it's a creepy thing, dude. I understand. It probably is super convenient and it serves a purpose.
But you guys don't wear glasses.
So I have LASIK. So I used to. The whole push was I went to big dork energy as soon as they transitioned, because you took regular glasses and now you looked like you were in the Matrix. They were, you know what I mean? Those thin 90 shades, and also they don't go quickly. Mine didn't. It would take forever. And I'd be like, change.
When they go half,
that's when it's creepy.
You look like you look like a guy that's just got it half tinted.
Yeah. That's when they go creepies when they're transitioning. If it was just sunglasses, you'd be like, yeah, the guy got sunglasses. When they're transitioning is when you get weirded the fuck out.
There was a guy in my high school that, this is before I even knew they existed. We would always be outside, and all of a sudden I'd be like, where do you get sunglasses?
That's it. That's it. I love that you thought that was so fun.
I think it's funny too.
I was for like 3 years. I was like, when does he whip this up?
Oh, you didn't.
I was like, when's he? I was like, they're like his glasses, but he's got. I thought he had like the magnet thing or something.
Like he was like a Clark Kent and Superman making a change real quick.
Know what I laugh at? I don't know why so many people find them creepy.
No one can pull them off. I'm telling you, you can't get the right hybrid of it. Looks good as sunglasses and looks good. Those look great as your regular glasses.
I think they got to be a little bigger. If you have the thinner ones, that's where it's like, calm down.
I just saw a kid with them all. I just saw a kid with them on and was like, I held up one fist and was like, dude, I feel you. I was that kid, bro.
I used to fail my eye tests in elementary school so I could get glasses.
You talked about being a traitor
on purpose. You were doing that?
Oh, did you also go to school in a wheelchair?
What's up, y'all?
That's appropriation.
I used crutches when I didn't need to.
Oh, so you're like that's a thing. That's like a compulsion.
No, the glasses I did because I watched Charlie Sheen in Major League and he pitched better with glasses, so that I wanted to have the glasses for when I pitched.
Ricky Vaughn, baby. That was Wild Thing. Ricky Vaughn. Okay.
I thought you were going to say Charlie Sheen and Cadence, but did you ever see that movie?
Yeah.
I mean, that's Tiger Blood.
Tiger Blood. No. Any other maladies you guys want to make fun of, or
no? I think that's all you, man.
There was a lot of good touching today. We touched on a lot of touching.
Touch talk.
Yeah,
this was a touch talk. I don't even. We didn't accomplish much, did we?
No.
Did we? Now we talked about pet touching. We talked about bro touching, wife touching, kissing your kids.
Oh, yeah,
there was a lot of affection.
Yeah, this was a Joe Biden heavy kind of podcast.
Yeah.
This was like, let me sniff your hair, and I don't care if you're comfortable with it or if anybody else is watching.
Right.
Speaking of which, I don't like to smell things, though. I will say that creeps me out.
You don't like to smell?
I don't smell anything.
Really?
Like if somebody says smell this, I don't smell it.
No.
I got a smell phobia.
Really?
Jay, me and you were
Nope,
the same. We
same.
got sensitive backs, and we don't like this.
Same.
Like, it skeeves me out
And
when
you like
somebody's
to
like,
kiss.
"Smell
That's how it
this." I'm like,
starts.
"Ooh, no."
That's why.
No, I immediately start breathing through my mouth. I don't want any
But
part of it.
but-
My dog took a huge dump. My daughter's like, that stinks. I'm like, I don't want to
Yeah,
know.
don't
But
know.
do you
And
like
I'm
when
picking
things
it up.
smell
I
good?
won't breathe
What's
through my
that?
nose.
When you smell
I
something that smells good, do you
like
acknowledge
the
it and go,
smell
"This is
of
great."
things. Here's the thing. I'm not saying I don't like to smell.
Right.
If somebody tells me to smell something, that creeps me out like
Okay.
right away. I'm like,
Yeah.
there's no fucking way that smells good. Like, I don't want to smell it.
Mhm.
Like, smells more than taste. Like, I'll eat fucking food that fell out of your mouth on the floor. I don't give a shit. But like, if you were like, smell that food, I'd be like,
Okay.
no.
Or I hate when I have a close talker and it's someone who's like got like the real bad coffee breath or whatever.
I don't
And-
smell it. You know why? Because being an inspector with the city, going in so many shitty smelling houses,
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah,
automatically
not
can
using
close off and I start breathing out
Yeah,
of my
there's like
mouth.
a defense
Yep.
mechanism.
That's
Because the
pretty good.
second I
Yeah.
would go into the house, I would immediately, like, people would be like, "Did you smell it? It smelled like a dead body in there." I'd be like, "No, I didn't smell it because I breathe out of my mouth the whole time. I tasted it."
Yep.
But
Yeah.
You
Particles got it.
ever put like Ben Gay? You ever put a little Ben Gay under your nose or something?
like out of Silence of the Lambs, like when they go,
I don't know why I've heard people do that. Like if it's a bad
that
smell.
was like
or-
Silence of the Lambs, where they go in to look
Is
at
that
the
what they do?
corpse. Yeah, they put the
Bengay?
Oh, is that what they
yeah,
did?
put the stuff under
Yeah,
there.
Nutter's worst story is somebody died
Finding
when
a-
he was still a cop, and like,
Finding a dead body, right?
well, it's like down the street you could smell it, and it was insane.
One thing I
And
will
it-
say is
yeah.
with a dead body is
You had to smell.
That's what surprised me because you said you've kissed many.
Dead bodies.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's why I'm surprised the smell thing is if you're so
I don't
sensitive. But
smell. No.
yeah, you just
I go right
I didn't know
into
you
his
would
mouth.
could
Right
turn
in
it
the
off.
mouth, I can close it right off.
You can close
But
it off.
once you smell a dead body, there's nothing that smells like that. You know it immediately. If you ever smell it again, you know it immediately. Think of like you smelled like a dead mouse.
Wait. We went to a show once. I don't know if you remember this. We go to a show. Bickel's in there. I roll in. Hey, what's up? What's up? And we both smell something funky. He goes, "There's definitely a dead mouse somewhere down
Yeah,
here."
I did. I smelled it
I
right
look
away.
down. Dead mouse in,
right
in the
there.
glue trap.
But we were sitting there talking,
Yep.
and I was like, "There's a dead mouse somewhere."
Yeah.
And he looks over. He's like,
Yeah,
"Yeah, it's
there
right
it
there."
is.
I was
Yep,
like,
right.
I could smell.
Yeah.
But think of a dead mouse times 100.
Oh yeah, I'm not even interested in smelling. Fuck that.
Like everything just marinating in there, and then it expands.
And then the maggots are
oozes. Yeah, it's good stuff.
You've seen a lot of work doing your job. You seen anything doing your job?
We came across a dead body, yes, doing the job, but just in general, I've been around a decomposing corpse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I
Yeah.
don't even-
All right, well, we're gonna have to do another episode on the other senses. That's pretty much what we're gonna have to do.
Very true.
Do you wear cologne? Do both of you guys wear cologne at all?
No,
Or you-
I wear body sprays that are from Bed Bath and Beyond that smell like perfume.
It's
Nice.
called Axe.
I like a fruity smell.
No, he likes a fruity smell.
a fruity smell.
I like
you a
like
cologne guy, Jay?
I've been actively looking for a new cologne.
Okay.
I haven't
No,
worn
let me
cologne for-
stop you right there. You go, you get something from Bed Bath and Beyond that says like bed sheets. That's the scent, like bed sheets or air or ocean.
fresh linen.
Wood.
It's like
Wood.
that nice.
I get the Bare Bath and Beyond cologne.
yeah.
First
No,
of all,
it's not
cheap
bad.
as can be.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's a body spray.
No
After
one's
the
looking
shower.
at you like you don't smell good. And it's like ocean, sand,
Yeah,
cedar
love it.
wood. Oh, yep, perfect.
Anything
All
that
right.
says like air, breeze, or it says like fall. I'm like, that's me.
Fall.
I'm fucking fall all
Yeah.
day.
Yeah. That's the most Caucasian
You guys-
shit. That's
you
the
guys-
whitest shit you can wear is fall cologne.
All in fresh
I put a
linen.
little sweater and I tied it.
yeah,
around the front.
exactly. We go apple picking.
It
I
could
smell
get
like
cold
fall.
later.
Yeah, it could be. It could.
Bickle, you have anything coming up? You want to?
Yeah, I got a couple shows coming up in next couple weeks. But one that I'm trying to put out there is at the venue that I help run over at Speakeasy in Grays Ferry. We're doing a show next Saturday, not the Saturday. Well, I don't know when this is. So let's just say Saturday the 28th, exact date. Bam. Saturday 28th over at Speakeasy in Grays Ferry. Anybody can find any of that stuff on like my Instagram and my Facebook, Steve Bickel, Speakeasy Comedy. So they can check all that stuff out, all upcoming shows and everything that I have.
Nice. Beautiful. Check them out. Jay, you and I will be next Friday, right? We got Stanton from Rob
Oh yeah,
Stanton.
well, this have been aired, but yeah, this won't have aired yet.
Okay, well, we had a great show with Rob Stanton friends.
It was awesome.
I got stuff coming up, but I don't think it's going to show up when this airs though, because it's all this week. Grizzly Pear, New York City.
Yeah.
Rob Stanton friends coming up. A couple weeks. Punchline. I'll be back in New York for something else at Bushwick Comedy Club. Yeah, just check it out. Albert Davis Comedy.
Yeah.
You'll see me.
Yeah, go over to 26, you can definitely, right? No, because that's going to come out. Dang.
Yeah.
Jay, how about you, buddy? Anything else?
Yeah, I got the 26th, Thursday, I'm in Northeast Maryland. 27th, I'm up in New York City at Gotham. And then, I'm going to be at the Carlson up in Rochester October 12th, Saturday. I'm looking forward to that.
With
That's
Owens? Greg Owens?
Greg Owens is featuring for me.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm actually pumped I'm actually going on October 11th to watch Mike Birbiglia at the Academy of Music as a fan. I'm like super excited to see his show.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know if you guys follow him at all, but I love his stuff.
Big Mike Birbiglia.
Funny guy.
Yeah.
So JayYoderComedy.com.
Can I?
I got shows every week. Check me out.
Can I plug Drop 10 shows?
Sure.
Please.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Hopefully you guys can come out to some Drop 10 shows. Go to drop10.com for all the dates and details. You can check us out at Myers Brewing Company every second and fourth Friday. And Wissahickon, we have like some regular dates coming up now, so you can check us out over there.
October 18th.
Yeah, October 18th and September 20th. But yeah, you'll miss that. October 18th, November, January. It's going to be great. So come on out to those. Again, drop10.com.
They are amazing shows. I love doing that room over at Myers. That's such a fun time.
It's a really cool room.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. But yeah, good pod, everybody.
Yeah, man.
Thanks, buddy.
See you next time.
Seriously, Dad.
Thank you for listening to the Dads. For once, give these daddies a break. And maybe follow, subscribe, like, and comment to the Dads on Instagram and YouTube at SeriouslyDadPod. Rate and review Seriously Dad Podcast on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon Music, and everywhere you get your podcasts.
Seriously, Dad.
Hey, how you doing? This is Neil Wood, one of the co-owners of Drop 10 Media Network and who helps run Biggest Little Comedy. You can check out all the other stuff we do at drop10.com. We've got podcasts, live comedy shows, and so much more. Go over there, support your favorite podcasts, follow them, subscribe. We appreciate it. Again, we're 100% DIY, just a bunch of creatives trying to make it in this, and give us some feedback. We always enjoy a little feedback. Thanks.
This has been a Drop 10 Media production.